Facts about human life that will shock you. The human body is a wonderful machine that performs numerous functions from when we are born till when we die. But how much do we really know about the human body? To answer that question, this video would be taking you on a journey to explore numerous facts about humans that will leave you completely shocked. So make sure to stick to the end and leave a comment on which fact shocked you the most. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let's get to the video. Burning calories. A lot of us do really ridiculous things to burn calories, from making extremely difficult to follow diets to living in the gym. The fact is, every fitness activity like jogging or biking or even walking burns calories. But how would you feel if I told you that there is a way to burn calories in your sleep? Yep, and I mean it quite literally. Do you know that your body actually burns calories when you sleep naked? And not just when you sleep naked, but even in cold temperatures. Well, according to research, sleeping with your clothes off actually speeds up your body's metabolism rate. And basically, the faster the metabolism rate, the more energy that is being used by the body. So by this explanation, in cold weather, you actually lose body fat because the body creates more body fat to keep you warm. But this can definitely not replace eating healthy or hitting the gym. So put on some running shoes and go for a run. The skin. Next up, we discuss a part of the body that we all see and interact with every day, the skin. The skin is one of the primary organs in the body. But how much do you know about this vital organ? Like, I bet you didn't know that the skin is the largest organ in the body. Or did you? Another really amusing fact about this organ is that the skin doesn't just act as a layer to cover up your muscle and bones. It also functions as a temperature regulator. You see, the blood vessels in a part of the skin called the dermis help to provide nutrients to the skin and also help to regulate the temperature. And if you're asking yourself how it does this, well, the answer is pretty straightforward. Heat makes the blood vessels enlarge, thereby allowing large amounts of blood to circulate near the skin's surface. By doing this, the body can release heat. This is also the mechanism that helps us sweat. In cold temperatures, however, the opposite happens, because the blood vessels narrow down to retain heat. Another fun fact about the skin is that it also helps to defend the body from external factors that cause diseases and infections. So as the saying goes, your skin is your best accessory. Take good care of it. The teeth. Next on our list, we have the teeth. Well, I bet you didn't know that human teeth are just as tough as that of a shark. I know you're thinking if this is even possible, but it actually is. Let me explain. You see, even though human teeth are largely composed of a mineral softer than the minerals found in sharks, recent research suggests that they're just as tough. In sharks, the material coating the teeth is largely composed of fluorapatite, which is a mineral that in its pure form is harder than the hydroxyapatite found in the enamel of human teeth. And by pressing tiny metallic pyramids into the surfaces of the teeth of sharks and humans, researchers found that the enameloid coating on sharks' teeth is no harder than that of the enamel coating on a human wisdom tooth. Now, how are they comparable if the mineral coating on a shark's teeth is harder? Well, the surfaces of the teeth aren't pure minerals. Instead, they are made of mineral crystals bound together with proteins, so the material doesn't shatter on sudden impact. A little disclaimer though, this doesn't exactly mean it's okay to pick a fight with a shark. Saliva. Imagine fitting a box through a circular opening. Chances are you'd get really frustrated and possibly give up after a few tries. Well, that's kind of what eating would be like without saliva. Saliva is something we have all gotten accustomed to having in our mouth. But have we ever tried to find out how it's produced or how much of it we have? To spare you the boring details, about 1 liter of saliva is produced by salivary glands present in the mouth daily, and about 40,000 liters in an average lifetime. For context, that is as much as 2 standard bottles of water being produced on a daily basis. So why do we need so much of this liquid anyway? Well, aside keeping your mouth and throat comfortable, it moistens food so it's easier to swallow. And perhaps the most important function of the saliva is that it contains an enzyme called amylase, which helps your stomach break down starch in food. If you are fascinated by the production of saliva, then stay glued to this video to find out more shocking things that go on in our bodies. The blood vessels. Next up on our list are the blood vessels. These vessels play an essential role in the body. They carry out important functions like circulating blood throughout the body, delivering oxygen to vital organs, and also removing waste products like carbon dioxide from the body. But did you know that if laid out end to end, an adult human contains about 60,000 miles of blood vessels? For context, this means that they could circle the earth up to 4 times. Isn't that jaw-dropping? Now, if you're like me, then you're probably asking, how possible is that? Well, the thing is, blood vessels are kind of like channels that carry blood throughout your body. So they form a closed loop that begins and ends at the heart. If you think this is fascinating, hang on tight, because the next fact is a guaranteed shocker. The glow of the human body. Would you believe me if I told you the human body glows? And I don't mean just having clear skin. I mean the human body literally emits light. Well, this happens because there are chemical reactions within the body that emits not just heat, but also small numbers of photons, which are elementary particles of light. The reason why we don't see this emission is because the light we emit is 1,000 times less intense than the sensitivity of the human eye. And it's not just humans that have this special ability. Many other living creatures emit lights like fireflies, jellyfish, squid, glowworms, and deep-sea fish. Some of these animals' glow is visible to humans. However, our only hope of detecting the human glow is with the use of a sophisticated camera developed by Masaki Kobayashi. So I guess Rihanna was right about us shining bright. The stomach. Next up on our list is the stomach. The stomach is able to digest anything that is sent down, but what you probably didn't know about the stomach is that it can also digest itself. This happens in cases of severe starvation, but how does this happen? Inside the stomach, there is an acid that mashes up your meal. This acid is known as hydrochloric acid, or HCl, and this acid is strong enough to dissolve even metals. This creates a need for a protective layer of mucus in the stomach that keeps the lining of your stomach safe. But sadly, in some cases, the mucus fails to protect the outer edge of the stomach, and this exposes it to the acid. This process is what creates ulcers. The hair. And now at number 1 on our list, we have the human hair. Hair is a fabulous part of the body, and most times it's associated with beauty. But did you know that the human hair houses all the information about a person? Information like the content of your bloodstream can be found from the analysis of just a strand of hair. Also, did you know that one strand of hair is strong enough to support 3.5 ounces of weight? This, for your information, is about the weight of 2 full-size candy bars. And with hundreds of strands of hair present on the human head, the Rapunzel story seems a lot more believable. Well, this is mainly because the human hair is virtually indestructible. Aside from its flammability, the human hair is literally non-disintegrative. That is, it doesn't disintegrate easily. It's not affected by climate change or many kinds of acids and chemicals. Now, our question for you is this. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!